Hi there, today we're going to be making a dragon eye, and so this is going to be a color pencil lesson. We're going to start on black paper with white. If you don't have that, that's fine, just use regular paper. We're going to begin, you're going to start off with a diagonal line that stretches pretty far across the piece, and then make a circle underneath that so that we can make sure that the eye is big enough on this paper. Once you get this done, I want you to connect the top part of the line down to the bottom of the circle, and then go to the inside of the eye and do the same, the bottom of the line over to the circle again. Then we're going to move on to the pupil of the dragon. So it's going to be an elongated shape, kind of like a cat's eye. And you can do a lot of different shapes, kind of a diamond shape, or there's a cool S shape that looks good on the dragon. And then you're going to add in the reflective spots on the eye. So you can either do circles or you could do rectangle type shapes. You want to make sure that they overlap just slightly into the pupil. Once you finish this, we're going to work on the iris. So I would choose 3 colors that blend really good together. I chose kind of a magenta in this one and blended with 2 different kinds of pink. With the darkest color, fill that in pretty solidly against the iris of, against the pupil. So surround the pupil and then just blend out with lighter colors. And then I took the magenta and went around the edge of the eye just to darken that edge a little bit. So just blend back and forth. And I just did several layers working on top until it wouldn't accept the color pencil anymore. Once you finish this part of the eye, we're going to start shaping the scales. So you're going to want to come up with probably 2 different types of scales, at least 2 to 3. I have the students do one type right over the top of the eye, and then a separate type of scale underneath the eye over to the side of the face. And then if there's a third type, then that will be kind of the bridge of the nose of the dragon. So you could have up to 3 different styles of the scales. When you're working on the scales, any shape will work. I would suggest doing the scales a little bit larger rather than smaller. It does take quite a bit of time when you're working with blending different colors, and the smaller it is, the more time that's going to take. So you might think about making those shapes a little bit bigger. Once you finish the scales, then we're ready to start thinking about color in them. So try to find something that will contrast what you did in the eye. I wouldn't choose something that's too close to the iris color. So on this one, I did 3 different shades of blue, and in each scale I just went from lightest to darkest, either from the outside to the middle of the scale, or at the very bottom under the eye, I layered it from light to dark. These are just some other samples of dragons that I've done as samples. I hope that you have fun creating your dragon eye and coming up with different interesting ways to do the scales and how to color them in. I know that they're going to turn out amazing.